You see, woke people, you know what? I'm not going to comment on that because it's going to get me canceled. Today we have the House of Marley No Bounds XL Bluetooth speaker. It is a JBL Extreme sized Bluetooth speaker with two 2.5-inch woofers and two 0.75-inch tweeters. Now, looking at the advertisement, you'll be able to tell that House of Marley advertises the speaker as a environmental friendly speaker. It's got all recycled parts on it and all that stuff. So yeah, looking at the ads and look carefully, you realize that they target the woke population. And you know what? Let's not comment on that because it's gonna get me canceled. Let's just get straight into the sound checks. We're gonna compare it against the Tronsmart Element Mega Pro. That's the big Tronsmart Element speaker. And the Tronsmart Bang Mini. Their names are very confusing. These are all JBL Extreme sized Bluetooth speakers, so it should be quite comparable. But before getting into the sound comparisons, I'm going to show you the issues with the absolute volume. Just like a lot of other Chinese Bluetooth speakers, it's also present on the Raymate M8. I'm going to do a comparison with and without absolute volume enabled. There's going to be a little key fob. Once this key fob appears, the absolute volume is enabled, meaning the volume is in sync. Without this key fob, the absolute volume is disabled, meaning the volume is not in sync. You'll see quite a bit of difference. Volume at about 50%. Absolute volume enabled.
Is it just a dream I'm having inside my fantasies? Come to me. You are in my thoughts. I never stray from the heart of you. Come to me. And if we can't be on the same.
Yeah, so there's quite a difference. With absolute volume enabled, meaning the volume in sync, you'd hear a lot of compression. It's basically unlistenable at that point. But without the volume in sync, it sounds pretty decent. Now, let's compare it to the other stuff we have. Starting with the House of Marley at 50% volume against the Tronsmart Big Element speaker.
Is it just a dream I'm having inside my fantasies? Come to me. You are in my thoughts. I never stray from the heart of you. Come to me. And if we can't be this, we can't be under the water. Searching you, I wanna feel every part of this. Come to me, forever and a day. Whatever feelings take hold of you, set me free.
Alright, the next part, I am going to crank both of these to maximum volume. The Tronsmart at its first EQ, which is the loudest, and the House of Marley just at whatever it is right now. There's only one EQ mode for the House of Marley.
I give to you, all of you. Your touch is like the starlight. Your body makes me delve into all I do. Taking me to the beyond the surface. We can be under the water. Underwater love, and if it serves a deeper purpose, we can be under the water. For underwater love can be.
Alright, so as you can see, the Tronsmart Mega Pro is a little bit louder, also retains a bit more bass at maximum volume. At general listening levels, the Tronsmart also has a little more bass, but the Marley has better treble. Next up, Marley against the Tronsmart Bang Mini, also starting from the Marley. Alright, so we're going to be turning both of them up to the maximum volume. Starting from the House of Marley. Alright, so as you can see, the Tronsmart obviously plays louder, it's got more bass, but at the same time, it's the treble was also a little sharper and a little harsher, more difficult to listen to, whereas this House of Marley speaker remains smooth throughout the entire spectrum, although at maximum volume it does have a little bit of compression, but it's not as bad as when you have the absolute volume enabled. Anyways, let's get into the teardown. Let's take this thing apart and see what really is inside of it. So apparently, I said it on their advertisement. It claims that this is a eco-friendly speaker. We're actually going to see about that because saying a speaker is eco-friendly, the decorations could actually be made out of recycling materials, and I believe them they are. But what about the internal parts, like the shell of the speaker? What kind of plastic are they using, and all that kind of stuff? So you gotta, it's to make that claim. You can't just say, "Oh, this speaker is eco-friendly," but just by just slapping a bunch of decorations on it that's made out of recycled materials. So we're gonna take it apart and see what's inside. All right, so removing the fabric grill. It's very easy to remove, by the way. It reveals two 2.5-inch drivers and two 0.75-inch tweeters. Drivers themselves looks to be pretty nice. These tweeters are silk, I think, or are they polymer? I'm not sure. I'm seeing the patterns of silk, but they feel like polymer tweeters. The drivers are really nice, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing here because this this looks just like your average plastic from whatever Chinese Bluetooth speaker you get off of Amazon. So if it's true, then this is definitely not an eco-friendly material. It's just regular material. Nothing too special about it. Okay, so here are your speaker drivers from the back side. Nice big magnet, vented voice coil, vented spider. Very nice JBL Extreme-like drivers. The tweeters are just your average tweeters, neodymium tweeters. The crossover in this case is not a first order, second order, none of that, just your basic capacitor. So it's using the woofer's natural roll-off frequency as a crossover. Looking at here, we got a pack of 18650. I don't know if you'll be able to see the information, but it's Li-ion battery. It's 7.4 volts. And this is the circuit board. Let's see if I can pop the circuit board out. So yeah, the circuit board is stuck pretty tight. I don't want to risk breaking it, pulling it out. But we're looking at another 3-chip configuration Chinese Bluetooth speaker. That over there is power management for charging the battery and everything. And we also got some power buck converters and some sort to raise the voltage. We also got the TPA 3130 Class D amplifier. It's a 15 watt per channel Texas Instrument Class D amplifier. Pretty decent. This is not your average Chinese speaker. They actually use a Texas Instrument amp. And there we have your CSR. I think it's a module. I can't get it to zoom. There we go. This is the module made by CSR. It is a Bluetooth. I'm not sure Bluetooth how many. It's I think it was 4.2 from what I read. Bluetooth module with DSP and everything built into it. And on the top side of the circuit board, there's nothing much really except for some buttons and whatnot. So yeah, everything else is glued in place to prevent vibrations. The circuit board is, I'm guessing it's also glued. This is just kind of like a sealant type of material, but it does get make sure it's well secured in there, so it's not going to vibrate around. Decent build quality overall, but yeah, I'm not seeing any environmental friendly parts in here. It looks like just your average plastic, and oh boy, it gives it away right here. This is just your regular ABS, so it is not environmental friendly at all. Yeah, well, there you have it. That's the teardown of the House of Marley No Bounds XL Bluetooth speaker. Is it a good speaker? Yeah, it's pretty decent in terms of sound, but if you are buying this for the sake of the planet, you might as well give up, especially I bought it for $90, but it's going for $180 right now on Amazon. For that price, yeah, no. This is not environmental friendly in any ways. You know what? I'll give Bob Marley Speaker Company a little tip. If you want environmental friendly speaker, get rid of this rubber shield on the outside. Get rid of the cork on the back of there. Just use this bare plastic and add some rubber feet in the bottom and the back to prevent vibration. That's it. The less material there are, the more environmental friendly it's gonna be. Less waste. I mean, this is just basic logic. You don't need none of this shit. It doesn't help with the sound quality at all. So yeah. Yeah, man. Just saying, if you want to be a woke man or be a woke whatever, go for it. I fully support you. But please, be a smart woke person. Don't be a dumb woke person that spends $180 to buy this, thinking they'll actually save the planet. That's very stupid. Yeah, there you have it.